So this video is what transitioning has been like for me after 7 years of transitioning. So I think a lot of times we have this misunderstanding, and a lot of media tends to portray trans people as being confused or not very confident with themselves or not really sure about what they're doing with their bodies. And I think the ironic thing is the more I've transitioned, the more I've been confident and comfortable with who I am and what my role is in this world. And I think a lot of that goes down to biology, and we actually have done brain map studies that show that trans people's brains more closely identify with the genders that they identify with than the genders that they are assigned with at birth. And I think it really goes to show that when you are in an environment where you're not comfortable and your body is kind of fighting itself, it's really hard to relax and be comfortable and confident in yourself. And I think that even more so when you start looking at how trans people are discriminated against, it's this cycle of people are treated as less than, and then kind of get this belief in their head that they're less than, and then it manifests in them not doing the things that they need to take care of themselves. And so a lot of times you do see trans people who are really struggling and who are not doing well, but it's not because of them transitioning, even though it may look like that, even though the troubles seem to start when they transition. It's because they are now dealing with all of this societal pressure and trauma and stigma on top of all of that. And I think it's really important to just be aware of the fact that going through this transitioning period in your life is going to be very difficult. And even if it brings you comfort, it's also going to bring you a lot of discomfort in the form of what everyone else is thinking about it. And I think the craziest thing is the more I've been able to accept myself for who I am, the more other people have accepted me for who I am, and the more I therefore am able to accept myself for who I am. But you have to start the cycle, because no one's going to believe in you for you. And that's kind of one of the biggest traps of being trans, is that you have to be your own cheerleader in a world that is not very supportive. But I think that even with all of that, I wake up every day and I feel more comfortable with my body. I feel more able to express myself. I feel more able to be at ease in social situations and to just do things that I know I want to do, and advocate for myself in situations where I used to be too scared to. And I just have felt so much more confident that even with all of this added weight, it's still more comfortable for me than it was before I transitioned. And I think that's kind of an astounding thing. If people can be so much more comfortable, that it's worth it to go through all of this pain for them, because people don't do things unless it gives them some sort of reward or value. And I think transitioning is definitely one of those things. They've shown that trans people, when they have gender confirming surgery, they don't have any phantom sensations with their genitals. When cis people have like a cancer and they have to have their penis removed, there's like a 60-70% chance of them having phantom penis sensations where they feel that for the rest of their lives. And that just doesn't happen with trans people. And it's just, to me, it shows that when your body is getting that sense of relief, it's so much more easy to let go of some of these things that have been held on for a really long time. Heck, I even quit smoking cigarettes like the day I found out that I couldn't do that if I wanted bottom surgery, and I'd smoked for 10 years. And I think that just seeing that level of positive change in my life has really been eye-opening, and I really wanted to give anyone out there who might be thinking about transitioning a warning that, you know, you will struggle a little bit, but that to me, it's been worth it. And this whole journey has just been so incredibly powerful and full of healing that I wouldn't trade it for anything, even though it's been the hardest thing I've ever done. So I really hope that if you are thinking of transitioning, you got some value from this and that you feel a little bit more safe in who you are. And if you aren't transitioning, you're just here for information, I hope you have a little bit more of an understanding about what it's like to actually be trans and to feel like there's a literal part of your brain that is not lining up with how your physical body is expressing itself. And, you know, I pray that every single person who is out there is able to find their own path towards healing, whether it involves transitioning or not. And I just really am grateful for y'all coming here to make an effort to understand another human being and their journey. And I encourage you to share your journey with other people, because you never know who might gain something from it too. So thank you. I appreciate everyone who stopped by. Much love always, and I'll see y'all next time.